And it gives you heart rate variability, which I think is important to track your stress levels and to see, just overall what your health is like. So a couple things to consider there if you aren't interested in gadgets. But the best gadget you can have is just a good raincoat. Have some good outerwear. Have clothes that you can go outside in. And I never really understood how to do this. Maybe I should do a podcast on it. My husband, grew up on this farm and we live in Oregon, and he has always worked a bulk of his life outside. He's an electrician, he's a millwright, but he's been in the construction world for so long that he's often working outside or in buildings that aren't on yet. So he's doing the electrical in like apartment complexes and in buildings and police stations that haven't been turned on yet. So there's no heat in the building. And so it might be just as cold inside as it is outside. And he's really taught me the magic of layers and dressing appropriately and the heat gap. You want to have a gap between you and the tightest layer on you, or a layer in between. He explains it better, but he's really taught me how to dress for this weather. So I've lived in Oregon since I was in 8th grade, and I hate the winter and I won't go outside. And he's really taught me how to handle going outside. So bless him for that. But a good raincoat, I swear, is your best gadget. Just have or a good outerwear coat, whatever it is for your climate, something you can go outside in. That's your best biohack habit, because outside is the best biohack. Better than any gadget you're going to find. We're just creatures of comfort. I mean, there's even data showing that us living in this controlled 74 degree, 72 degree, house that we always have on as humans now is like actually contributing to our metabolic dysfunction. So that cold exposure is also huge, and your ability to handle cold exposure and heat exposure is so critical for your overall, it's very telling of your overall well-being. That morning light exposure that you're getting is sort of hitting a lot of, checking off a lot of boxes, if you will, in my opinion. And then the multiple times you're going to put yourself outside to go for a walk during the day, whether it's at lunch or on your break, or everybody can do this. All of you can do this. I know in Calgary, they have like the bridges going across the buildings because it's so freaking cold. So maybe that's the best you can do. The windows definitely are going to lower the lux of light that your eyes are being exposed to, but hey, we got to do what we can do. So at least get yourself moving, get yourself exposed to light, maybe sit in a bright space if you can, whatever you can do, prioritize it. It will help your sleep. Okay. And then when you are sleeping, your bedroom needs to be a cold tomb. Please write this down. Remember this. If you remember nothing else, your bedroom is a cold tomb, meaning blackout curtains, best investment you can make for your bedroom. I personally have invested in a bougie bed with some bougie sheets. My bed is a luxurious experience at this point, but I couldn't afford that before. So I'm not saying you have to go there, but a great set of blackout curtains will go a long, long way. And then I sleep with an eye mask and earplugs, period. I have been sleeping with earplugs since college, and I lived never in the dorms, but in apartments. I've lived in apartments in downtown cities. I've lived in downtown Portland, downtown San Francisco. I can't handle the noise. I'm just an earplug girl. I study with earplugs. Like, I realized later in life that I really like the whole just lack of noise in my head, right? I really like not hearing everything. It calms my nervous system down. So I think that having earplugs I have them all the time on my person, like they're in my purse. I just don't want to hear the outside world sometimes. But earplugs at night for me are non-negotiable. And then a good eye mask. And I can put an eye mask, my favorite eye mask. I'll put the link also in the show notes for you, for my affiliate link there. So you can save something on that. But it's just that complete lack of light and sound is going to be very, very helpful for many. And that in and of itself, just the blackout curtains and then the tips I've given you on just stuff you can do for free can be so, so helpful.